I'm the creative director of Ed Hardy. Anav here is...
I work in sourcing generally for the whole company, but Kevin and I just kind of took on this website as our passion project, and touch wood, it's been going great.
Got the license to Ed Hardy for North America about 4 years ago, and it was a rough start bringing it back. After all the trials and errors, it started to explode, and we just kept up with it, had some celebrities wearing it. It's been growing ever since. We've been doing a great business online, thanks to AdScale.
AdScale was a huge contributor for that.
So the Ed Hardy brand, it was started in around 2004. It's mainly about a famed tattoo American artist named Don Ed Hardy. A gentleman named Christian Audigier sourced him out, and they launched Ed Hardy in 2004, and it became this explosion of tattoo graphics on all kinds of apparel, all kinds of accessories, and it basically exploded in the early 2000s. It was massive. And then it basically peaked and died just as fast. For better or worse, it was like celebrity driven, it had a cool vibe, and then it went to like bad reality television.
Brand was dead for about 10 years. So we picked up the license about 4 years back, and Kevin, the head of creative design, had a vision for the whole thing. And with the reemergence of the Y2K movement, got some momentum, and we are where we are now.
We're lucky enough to have like so many different people wearing Ed Hardy in different ways.
Really across the whole spectrum, we've seen positive reactions from almost every demographic.
To try to direct everything to one place, we had to figure out a way to drive all the traffic to our website. How we can maximize on all of this attention that Ed Hardy is getting. Not being able to find us was an issue.
That was probably the biggest issue, is that people didn't even know to look for us. And AdScale really helped us get our name out there, which, drove conversions, and they were, really an essential part for America seeing the brand again, is what it used to be and what it could be again. The website and traffic has grown about more than 10, 11 times in the last year since we started with AdScale. Unbelievable growth. I mean, looking back, phenomenal job by AdScale and the whole team.
Yep.
I mean, the biggest thing is we had no idea what we were doing. Boiling down to it, 100 different people can be offering you the moon, but you don't know who can actually live up to their words, their ROI expectations, what they're actually doing, who they're advertising to. And we were burned a couple of times with advertisers saying, hi, yeah, just write us a blank check and we know what we're doing. And we saw no returns, no growth, and we were starting to think the market's not ready for the brand yet. I mean, after joining AdScale, we obviously realized that we were wrong and it just had to be marketed correctly. But I'd say the hardest part is it's a very saturated market in the ad space, and you don't know who actually knows what they're doing.
And I think also not knowing. It's one of those things where you're relying on someone else that has some kind of knowledge that you don't, where you're depending on them to say, you know what, I don't know anything about this, so please, you tell us what we need to do. And I feel like with AdScale, we're also being taught at the same time to understand the inner workings of everything, which is helping us help them, and in return, we're seeing serious results. So I feel like the education that we've gained in all of this has been unbelievable.
The goals of the advertising companies and us seem to be misaligned. Our job was to generate return on investment.
Yeah.
Their job is to advertise as much as they can because that's where they collect fees. So it was kind of misaligned goals. And that led to companies asking for, okay, here, give us this massive budget, and of course we take a fee on it and we'll try our best to get you any ROI, but we don't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
AdScale doesn't really operate that way. I remember with our customer success manager, Rafa, when I was like, hi, how much budget do we need? He's like, as little as possible. We need to learn first. We need to see what demographics will hit, and then we'll scale. I think there's times where I've told Rafa, hi, we need to scale this up right now. He said, not yet.
It's not just a cash grab. Everything's realistic, everything's upfront and honest, especially working with Rafa. He's been unbelievable. One thing that just sits that Rafa's like, what do you guys want to do? I'm not scared, so let's do it. And that to me is it's motivating. We've had so many wins having such a good relationship with our representative there.
When we first started, I remember I told Rafa some crazy number for what I wanted for the monthly goal. And I mean, we weren't expecting to hit this number for maybe 3 or 4 years. It was 10, 11 times what we were currently doing. Genuinely, he worked on the campaign daily, and he actually got there in almost 6 months.
Yeah.
And he said, guys, time for new goals. I'm not scared. AdScale exceeded well beyond. I mean, ROI numbers were incredible, especially the demographic information, because, when we kind of really took over this website is what demographic is this brand resonating with? Should we be targeting new customers? Should we only be targeting repeat customers? Should we be targeting the Midwest, South, the Northeast? What age groups? And with AdScale's AI platform, they kind of did all of this for us, and the ads would automatically start targeting, after like all the learning for the first couple months, the correct people. And so even though we were scaling our campaign up, it was targeting the most effective people. And so we were still seeing similar ROIs, even though our budget was scaling up and up and up.
The whole company, we're just like high-fiving left and right, virtually, just about like, oh my God, look what just happened from yesterday to today, or last year, this month. I can't believe how much we've grown. I think it was all surprising.
No, I mean, the most surprising thing is if we wound back the clocks 8 months ago to when we started with AdScale and you asked us where we would be now, even given the budget that we've spent, I wouldn't have come close to the number that we're at today. And that was honestly surprising that our rep said, hey, we're gonna get you to this place, and he did. This is a very lost art in today's corporate world.
Now we have bigger goals.
We got some bigger goals and more work to do. We got a lot of work to do.
It's all good. It's all positive.
Like, I would rate the customer service as the best. It worked for us. I don't know if it works for everyone, but I know it worked for us. And if you're gonna try it with AdScale, because they'll make it as easy as possible. Any of my friends that have e-commerce websites have already said, hey, when you're ready to start advertising, AdScale's.
Even with future business moving forward, if there's a business plan, it would involve the AdScale model. Say, like, you know what, we're going to launch this brand, we're going to do this, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Now with everything we learned, we're going to take AdScale, bring them on board. It's part of the recipe now for us, at least. In our experience, like, we would use AdScale for any business launch online. Absolutely.
Big shout out to our man, Rafa. He's taken care of us through and through. AdScale, amazing platform. You have great hires, great customer support, and thank you, Rafa, for all you've done for us.
Thank you so much, Rafa. It's been an unbelievable experience, and I have not seen growth like this so quickly, so that's a testament to you.
Thank you, AdScale Plus.
Thank you, AdScale Plus. We appreciate everything.